Hi, I'm Dustin Revere from Revere Glass in Berkeley, California. I'm here to show you about glassblowing and the cannabis culture. Here in California, we're lucky enough to be able to use cannabis as medicine. I personally used cannabis to control epilepsy, and all the cannabis in this video is purchased from legal vendors of medical cannabis, and I hope the rest of the world soon follows suit. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dustin, this is Kevin. We're back for another video. This week we're going to show you how to make solid color tubing with a blowout style.
It's the other half of this dome we made the other week, the purple bubble part. So that'll be cool. We'll take a look at that video in a minute.
So some of you guys have asked how Kevin and I met and why we're making videos and stuff, and so we thought we'd let you know.
Yeah, so I saw that Revere Glass was doing a Yushin workshop, and so I sent an email over to see if the guys wanted any videography of the event, want to get some video of it.
Actually, I had an ad on Craigslist at the time for someone to help with the video and media work at Revere Glass.
It was a complete coincidence. I didn't even see the post before I sent the email, but Dustin gave me a call back. I came down to the shop and filmed that whole workshop.
And started taking dabs. Kevin started blowing a little glass, and we thought, hey, maybe we should film this and show some people.
Yeah, and so one thing led to another, and now we're here doing these online classes for you guys.
Cool. Well, today we're smoking on some sour diesel. It's some purple sour diesel, and been smoking on it for a few days. Really good.
Oh, I
good
love
kernel.
this stuff. It's super good. So we'll take a couple dabs and then check out this video.
All right. So I wanted to show you guys a really cool technique that an Italian glassblower showed me for making a bubble out of soft glass on a small scale. And I took some borosilicate glass and I developed it for pipe making. Very few people in the pipe making industry use this technique, and people who do saw it from my studio or learned it from someone at my studio. And I want to share it with you guys because I think it's a really great way to make solid color tubing really fast and efficiently. So I'm heating up a stainless steel blow tube. I'm heating up the very tip of the blow tube, and it's going to be kind of orangish hot, and then I'm going to wrap the color that I'm using around that orange area, and that's called the moil. So after you get your moil on there, you want to take a little bit of your glass and just cover it and kind of build a base for you to start to gather up your glass onto.
So you're just applying a constant heat to your colored rod as you push into your gather on the end of your blowpipe.
What I want to be careful of is not to trap any air bubbles or collapse the rod or fold it over in any way that would make an uneven point or a point that looked like the color was thicker or thinner. It's really important to get it all on there evenly and heat it up really evenly so that you can blow out your bubble really evenly. The tool in my right hand is called a V holder, and it's an Italian tool that holds my rod so I can put it on as I melt it down.
And the other way you can do that is you could just punny up to your colored rod so you can use the whole thing.
Yeah, you can use a clear rod right on the end of it and just use it to the end.
The V tool is nice because it's a quick to grab new rod.
Exactly. I think there's an American version of that somewhere out there, so if you guys did some research, you could probably find one. I think that's been Americanized by now.
So now you're just heating up your entire gather there, and you have to get it really hot before you blow out your bubble.
Exactly. The most important point here is getting this bubble hot all the way through to the core. And what I'm doing is I'm marvering it, which is forcing the heat from the outside inward and trapping it on the core. So I'm shaping it and making sure that the core is completely hot. After you get it really hot and even, you want to blow out really evenly. Keep the pressure on.
While still rotating to keep it from slumping, but just a single solid puff.
Exactly. You can see it go through the walls all the way there, and you want to try to keep your wall thickness even. At this point, you need to be really careful to get it off of your blow tube really fast because the heat is going to be sucked out by the stainless steel.
Metal's always a heat thief. So you're going to open up the end here and attach a glass blow tube onto it.
That'll give me the stability that I need so that I can manipulate it and it's not going to crack. The way I open up my holes is I blow a little bubble and I get the glass really thin, but I don't blow it thin enough to make bubble trash. And that's a really precise step, and you don't have to do it that way. It's the way that I choose to do it.
You can also pick it out with a punty,
Yeah.
which is often an easier way.
The way that I clean off the messy end of a 12mm blow tube is I heat it up, it condenses, I grab the back of my jacks, fold it over so that's the weakest point then. So then hit my jacks at the bottom of that.
Where the glass is folded over onto the outside of the tubing.
Exactly. And that finishes the tension and creates an even mark, and it makes it very easy to continue blowing glass. Don't ever do that if you're sitting across from anybody. So after you take the blow tube off, you don't want to put it in water because water will travel through the blowpipe and one, heat it up, and two, possibly bend it. Usually the end of the bubble is a little thinner, so I'm just condensing it down to make the wall thickness completely even.
So now that you have a nice even bubble, you're going to open up a hole in the end since you'll be attaching this to the other half of the dome.
So when you're opening up a hole, you just want to get it really thin by blowing and then pick it out with some clear glass, and then you can get it really thin, blow it out in the flame, and it'll make a bubble.
And then you're opening up your hole there with one blade of your jacks to get it big enough to use both blades, and that makes a nice opening.
After I open up the bubble, I want to make sure to trim it with my straight shears and get the lip perfectly even so it'll make a nice even seal.
And there's your purple rain bubble. Very nice. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a trick or two on the purple rain bubble to add to your own arsenal. So I have a question or two from our YouTube commenters, Dustin. My first question is, what kind of torch do you use?
I use a Delta Mag from Glass Torch Technologies, and I own several torches, but mostly they're all from Glass Torch Technologies, and they're Delta Mag, Cobra, Lynx, Phantom. All of them are great torches.
Okay, cool. My other question is from Dan Ferraro, and he asks if you think he should get some equipment at home first and get some hands-on time, or head into the shop for a class or two to start out.
Yeah, if he's close, or if one is close to a reputable place that's known for teaching good quality classes, or has a class that you can try out that's fairly cheap, you should do that first. See if you like it, see if you can build a community maybe with that place and be around people that are better than you. If you can be around people that are better than you, it's gonna definitely get you better.
Good to know. So I think we need to give away this dome.
Oh, cool. I think we're gonna give this dome to more vids, please.
Yes, VIDS PLZ. So go ahead and get us your contact info, and we'll send that dome off to you. I hope you enjoy it.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching this week, and we'll comment. Let me know what you want to do. Let Kevin know what you want to see, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.